Hey Jeremy,
Hey,
how's it going?
good. How about you?
Good. Yeah. I've finished the eighth quest and the ninth quest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the eighth one is really hard. The ninth one is pretty easy.
You
And
feel good?
then I got an email from the professor asking me if I wanted to switch to CS2C.
Mm,
And then I decided I don't not to do that. I couldn't commit to doing nine more quests in 8 weeks.
yeah. Pretty hefty.
Yeah.
It's good. Nice though. At least now you just need to do participation the rest of the course.
Yeah. I still gotta my my master's now is gonna start in April.
Mm,
So I gotta do all the red quests that I'm just gonna get done before then.
mm,
So I think, yeah. So if I do CS2C afterwards, I think it'll be um, uh, very difficult for me to get any work done. So I have to get everything done between now and then,
mm.
at least most of it.
Hello.
Okay.
Well,
Hey guys. So what about you, Jeremy? What have you done?
I'm actually just working on the automaton one now. I actually have a question
Mhm.
for you guys. I know you guys already finished it. Do you remember for the translate let's see. Yeah, the translate n bits starting at um I'm just kind of reading through it now, but is he asking for you to return um the binary representation or the decimal?
Do you know what the method for that, like that quest is?
It's the first mini quest.
Oh,
Translate.
translate n bits starting at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that that sounds right. I'm opening up my code now.
So
Um,
I was Googling, I was like, oh, because I was like, oh, I think we convert like in CS2A, we converted to binary format. I was like, oh, is there a better way? And then I was looking online and said like, oh, you can use like bitset, which is like a standard library. Um,
I didn't use a different like I didn't add like a new library to do it, but it was pretty short the method itself. There's only like 5 lines in mine, so it's
you,
not nothing crazy. There's like one for loop and one if statement. And that's
so
pretty
you
much it.
did you
yeah,
do
it looks like what you're
decimal?
doing is you're doing the opposite. You're taking binary and converting it to decimal.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys leave it in decimal then?
Um,
Yeah, or standard
yeah,
integer.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
you're creating an integer from a bunch of binary.
I see. 'Cause yeah, I was doing it and it seems like as you're adding the bits, and storing it, it stores it as like an int basically.
Mhm.
At least is how I have it set up now. Okay.
Yeah,
Guess I
and
don't need
then
anything else.
I think my biggest piece of advice for that quest is make a lot of print statements because you're going to make a
Mm,
lot of mistakes, like one-off stuff like that, and you just got to verify every step.
hmm.
And then you're
Okay.
going to think you got it right, and then the test will give you a different use case, and then everything will get messed up. So just if you have a lot of like see out statements, it won't interfere with the tests. So just print, and run it locally.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Aaron? What are you up to?
I got through most of the fourth quest. I'm just on like I already popped it, but I'm just like figuring out the last, the special config for the tree that he provides. I'm just like fixing that so I can get full trophies on the fourth quest.
Okay, that that's the tree, the koala.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Um, yeah.
I found that to be pretty easy. It's just a tree is just it's a linked list with two links coming out of the node.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gotten most of it. I'm just like because they provide you also with the tree that your makes, so it's pretty easy to figure out like what
Mhm.
went wrong. So I'm just figuring that out right now. But yeah, it's pretty much it. I should be able to move on to the next one. And you said 5 and 6 are pretty short, right? So
Yeah, the complex one, yeah, that's pretty short.
okay. So I should be able
What's
to
six
finish
again?
this.
Six is shapes. Shape is yeah, shape is not that bad. Five is
Okay.
very short. The six is a little bit, it's not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah, you should run you and there's not a whole lot of new computer science in either 5 or 6. It's just implementing stuff.
Oh,
So
okay.
so yeah, that it should be easy for you. Okay. All right. What about Elliot? What are you up to?
For me, I finished quest 3, so I've been reading up on trees so I could tackle quest 4. So I'm probably gonna start quest 4 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't seem too bad just because like you said, it's just like kind of like linked list where you just have nodes, but it like splits off into 2 directions instead.
Yeah.
So I feel like I should be okay with it, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a lot of mini quests in that quest, so it winds up being kind of long, but it's not that bad. It's all stuff that you've already done twice.
Yeah.
You just 2 directions now. So
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's about where I'm at. I'm in the middle of reading about the trees.
mhm. Okay, good.
I had I already pub quest 2 and I'm on quest 3 right now. And like I made like a Reddit post about quest 2. It was like I got like a message saying like my cache is different before running one disk. I was wondering if anyone like had any advice on how to tackle that. Like I tried setting it so it like relays my list from 0 because I was assuming like when it says before running one disk it's talking about like the 0 disk, but that didn't work.
Yeah, that's getting the cache right is pretty hard.
Uh-huh.
Um, so you just got to remember, uh, don't resize it until you need it. So it means don't start with a cache of like 30 by 30 by 30.
Okay.
So,
Oh, okay. That's what I've been doing. I've been
so
trying
the
to
first step should be look at the size of your integers and then resize accordingly.
resize accordingly. Okay. So it's like, does that mean like I formatted it one way, like two separate ways in my code, or? It could just
Uh-huh.
be the order in which you have it, because I had to switch mine around quite a bit. And then,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like the order of the code. Yeah, one other thing too. I think in the spec it says something about being lazy somewhere, but eventually what I got from that was that he wants or no, it was like, oh, do you need to carry your entire cache or something like that. And I
Uh-huh.
think what he means by that is for since you're calling upon the previous to get the previous moves for the successive
Yeah.
um, function basically when you're doing that recursion, once you've gotten that one, it's technically um, absorbed all of those previous moves. So like if you already calculated like 5 disks, then you can remove 4 disks, and basically you should be doing that clearing every single iteration. Oh, so does that mean from like the 0 disk to the first disk, or like basically from the first six, it's first sorry, from the first disk itself, it's not clearing. Like, could that be the issue? Because it's not showing like it's not saying like second, third, fourth disk. It's just saying the first one. It might be. I think I changed multiple things at once. I'm not sure exactly where that error is popping up, but
Okay.
yeah, if anything, it'd be a past the first disk since I think 0 and 1 were the base cases.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it might just be a reformatting issue then.
Yeah, and then just make sure you're putting in the right spots too. So after you calculate moves, or whatever you label that variable, you
Yeah.
should be clearing it for the number of disk -1, as you call.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, wait. Yeah, I definitely see like I could probably move some things around. That would help it a lot. All right, thank you for the help.
And by the way, just another general pattern that I've seen is that you may pop a quest and get to the point where you get the password,
Uh-huh.
but if you make a mistake on the next quest, it'll take the password away.
What do you mean?
So like you got everything, but like maybe the last thing to dog it is like the two string.
Yeah. Oh, like for
So
me, for example,
yeah,
it's
so
like
if your two string returns nothing, returns an empty set, it'll give you the password.
uh-huh.
But if your two string returns the wrong thing, it'll take the password away.
Oh, it does that? I've never experienced that before.
Yeah, I think I saw that on one quest. I can't remember which one it was.
Because what I know it does is like in each of the mini quests, right? It's like for the first one, it's like after like the seventh or eighth mini quest, it gives you the password. And then after that, like if something's wrong, like it won't take it away. And like same with this one, it was like after the third mini quest, it gave you the password for the third quest. And then, but I still got the fourth quest wrong. So, but it didn't like take the password away or anything. Just like the password like formatting was like it was like I tried putting in that like whole sentence it gave it like didn't work. So then I made a Reddit post about it.
The only times I've seen where it like takes the password away is if whatever I'm trying to do for, that last mini quest or whatever,
Uh-huh.
uh, makes a compiling error,
Yeah, that
uh,
makes sense. Because then
or
the
some
whole
other
code
like
wouldn't
memory
run.
problem. Like, so if there's a large problem, then it kind of just breaks everything.
Yeah, as long as like let's say you're like messing with like the fourth mini quest, right? As long as you don't like do anything that would like interfere with the first three, whether it's like a compiler or like changing a variable, like whatever it is, then it should still give you the password every time.
Did you guys use anything for like when you guys are reading up on trees that you found was really good? Just curious.
I just found the CS modules pretty, like literally on the first page, I think. It has like this one figure that's really nice, but
Gotcha. For the intro to general trees.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. It's
Okay.
through the CS modules.
I was confused because I always
yeah.
thought it was like going in order, and then like it hit like this week, and I was like, it's not even there. It's like
Wait,
it's on like
no,
week
go
9.
to
Yeah.
yeah, 9A, the tree ADT one. Like
Okay.
the thing at the bottom where it shows like one is the general tree design and then the next one is implementing like the binary thing. It like kind of shows like the same tree but in different forms.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I think the the spec and the quest itself is pretty descriptive.
Yeah, but it only shows the very beginning, which is kind of hard to like figure out. But for me it was, but this module is pretty helpful.
Okay.
I still feel like sometimes when I'm reading like the specs, I get too in the weeds and I confuse myself a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah, sometimes I'll get confused, so I'll just stop reading and then I'll just like be playing around and be like, okay, I'm just gonna see if I can get something to work, and then I go back and read the spec to see if I did something right.
What about you, Jaehoon? What are you up to?
I haven't really like studying that much, and I'm still stuck on the quest one.
Okay.
I think
Where
yeah. Yeah.
We
I'm
can
stuck
help
on
you
the
debug it if you want, like
yeah.
probably, but
which mini quests or have trophies have you gotten for quest one?
Just it's same as when I posted on Reddit. I'm stuck on the remove next, it's either remove next or remove at cursor right now, I think. Hmm.
It's playlist, right? Or no? Is it?
Yeah, that's the playlist one.
Yeah.
Do you want to check
Well,
your trophy count? Because depending on where you are, the logic's similar, but if you're still stuck on the node version or the playlist version of it.
I got like 6 points.
oh, so that means you're probably done with the first or second mini quest.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's probably the node version then.
Yeah, I think it is a node.
Mhm.
I could submit it again and see real quick.
Yeah, it says node removal on Gabriel's post.
Oh,
I was just looking up. I was trying to remember the node removals. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
right. Um,
Hmm.
Does the error message give anything helpful?
Mm,
Yeah,
That's
6 trophies means you're on the third mini quest. My bad. Node removal.
So the next one is node removal or
Yeah,
node?
like
One
if
he's
you have
stuck
6
on.
trophies, that means he already did the, oh shit, I gotta resubmit it again. Give me a sec. He already did the, it's not joining. Okay, it's submitting right now. He did the song entry and he did the node insertions, and it's getting an error with the node removal. That checks out.
Okay. All right, node removal for me, it was like 6 lines of code. I had like 10 lines of comments and like only a few lines of code. So you just got to make a temporary
It's the
pointer.
remove next one, right? Remove underscore next.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it should
Yeah.
be straight. Yeah, you just create a temporary pointer for the next one, delete the thing you're deleting, and then link your temporary one to the next one.
And then there's just one case where you have to check for it, I think. Which is if you
Yeah.
don't need to
Like
delete
if,
anything.
yeah, you just return this. You return this.
Yeah, or yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. If it's at the end of if there's 2 cases. One, if there is nothing to delete, if then nothing is next, and 2, if yeah, you're right. Okay, there's only one case. There's only one case.
Yeah.
Remove
Yeah.
next, and if next is nothing.
Return this. Or yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How was your
Yeah, 'cause-
setup? June?
oh yeah. I just like put my next into the temp and then I'm linking the next with the one next like arrow next,
Yeah.
and then I'm deleting the temp
And then do you ever return this after?
and then return this, yeah.
Okay. Is that just the 4 lines that you made?
And
Those are
also
4?
I'm putting like no pointer to the temp.
that part shouldn't really matter if you're doing it after you delete the temp because it's going to be a local variable anyways.
Yeah. But that's fine. Do you have the if statement like if next equals to no pointer, you return this? You have that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. Hmm. How many
So
lines total is yours?
Sorry.
How many
one more
lines?
question
How many
is
lines is it?
when you're
Okay,
adding
sorry.
it, are you adding next to your temp or are you adding next get next?
I'm adding yeah, I'm putting my next to temp.
That's probably your problem, right? Because it's not the next one. The next is the thing you're trying to delete.
Right.
You're trying to put the thing after your
Really?
get next into your temp. then delete your next, and then glue what was after next back over there. So what goes in your temp is not next.
Oh,
Wait, sorry, what's
I
the
think it
starting?
works with the temp. Maybe not, because I think I tried it with gluing the temp and then deleting the temp. And then because originally mine was I was saving the downstream node basically, and then reconnecting that.
Wait, how are you
But I
saving
think I
it?
tried with the temp and it still worked, I think.
How are you deleting it? Are you setting it to null, PTR?
Um,
I'm
I would have to look at my code to see the exact line I have. I don't remember
Oh,
what
yeah,
I
makes
put.
sense. You're driving. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Like mine is only 7 lines total. And like with the end of it, I'm just like I'm like initializing temp as null or setting it to underscore next and then deleting it. Like I'm deleting temp.
But isn't like putting next into the temp is because when I put next into temp, it means the node after it's like n+1 node, isn't it?
It's like I don't set it equal to next. Sorry, I use the what is that thing called, like the arrow, the pointer variable.
Yeah.
So it's like with the pointer variable, I'm pretty sure what it does is it's accessing the next CD through in next, and then it's deleting the previous one. So that it keeps like going through one by one.
Hmm.
Because I don't think like with your code, I don't think it's deleting like the previous CDs. I think it's just storing all of them.
Um,
Okay, so wait, go through it's like 6 or 7 lines of code. Just go through each and every line, tell me what you do, so then we can figure out the differences.
yeah, so first is like if next equal null pointer, I return this. And then I'm
That's 2 lines, right? Or is it 1 line?
That's 1 line.
Oh, okay.
Or you can make it 2 lines if you
Yeah, you
want.
can make it 1 or 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what?
and I'm making node star temp equal next,
Yeah, that's valid. What's the one after that?
then next equal next arrow next.
Okay. What
And
after that?
all these next have an underscore before them, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But but I don't think that it's next, which should be going into your temp.
And no, it's your temp going into your next, not your next going into your temp.
No, you're right. It should be the node after your next, which goes to the temp.
Then it should be next arrow next going to into temp.
Yeah, but you
No,
already have a function called get next, which
So
deals with
it's
special cases and stuff like that. So
well,
it's just
you can do get
you
next,
use the
but you
function
can
that you wrote.
also sorry, yeah, go
yeah.
ahead.
So next little arrow get next.
Yeah, you can do that, or what you can do is instead of doing next arrow, you said you had next pointer next, right? What you do is make it temp and arrow x is equal to null PTR. That should fix it.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
For the
sorry.
node one, it doesn't matter if you use the get next.
or next.
I
Yeah,
Oh,
think
you
you
It
do
should cut
next
out.
arrow next or next dot get next.
Yeah.
oh so that one is going to the temp, the one after next.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
should be,
You
should
have
be
to.
what?
yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Then deleting the temp.
Wait, so read what you have again, starting from the fourth line.
Oh, sorry.
Read what you have from the fourth line starting onwards. What did you do?
Oh, so after I'm putting my next into temp, and then I'm putting my next arrow next into next, and then delete temp,
And then return this.
then return this. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
weird. That's what I have, but I'm not sure why.
what I did was I did instead of next going into next, I did temp goes into next, and then I just put it set to no PTR. Because like the null just denotes it, so it's like a shortcut.
Because I thought next is the one right after the I mean the node the next node, I think it's like n plus one is next.
Yeah, you're trying to delete. You're trying to delete n.
Oh, I'm trying to delete. Isn't it n plus one? That's what I'm trying to delete.
No, it's just then.
Well, it depends on how you look at it. You're trying to delete the cursor, which is next.
Right.
And so, but you have to care about what's attached to next. So you want to delete this, and you need to take what's over here, and then put it in place of next.
Right. Hmm.
You're doing this in the header file, or I guess does it even matter?
No, it
If
doesn't.
okay,
Maybe my remove at cursor is like, maybe that's something wrong.
let's see, remove at cursor.
Um,
Mm, mm, What's in your remove at cursor? It should be pretty short.
Is it?
It's
Pretty,
pretty short, yeah. How long is yours?
it's pretty long for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, what do you have? What do you have in it?
I'm like, if priv to current get next is null pointer, I return null pointer. And
Okay,
I'm using get next, priv current arrow get next into target, and then priv current arrow set next, and inside the parenthesis, target arrow get next.
Okay. So first of all, my remove it cursor is 3 lines long.
mine's like,
So you should be
Wow.
using a function which you've already written. So remove it cursor, you just got to use remove next.
yeah,
So you
Oh,
just call
you
what you've
just,
already written.
yeah, you call remove next at like pref to current, and then that just does what your function is trying to do. And then you have to
Yeah.
also update the size afterwards, which is important.
I see.
Mhm. What is your destructor look like? Because maybe it's happening there.
My playlist destructor.
Yeah, the node destructor.
Oh, that's true.
It's just I'm putting null pointer into next.
Okay, that's all I have too.
Wait for the playlist destructor.
Or the node.
The node destructor.
Oh, the no destructor.
I was wondering if maybe something there was what was causing the error with the remove next.
You know, I ended up with nothing in that. I tried a couple things, but I commented it out, and
I
my
just
no
have,
destructor
Mhm.
is empty and it works.
Yeah.
I just have the one line in mine.
To delete next?
No, just setting the next to null pointer.
Oh,
Wait, did you try what we told you to do for the remove at cursor? And then try up like turning it in again?
The parking pass, please.
Remove a cursor using I have to use remove next into the right. Remove a cursor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
It's basically the only thing you need in it, but there's like an if statement and then a size update.
Statement. So what should I like? How do I have to make like my if statement for the if
Oh, for the remove at cursor. I think you can do a different, like a good amount of ways, but I had have to current get next. If that equals to tail, then I set tail equal to prep to current. But I'm pretty sure there's different ways to do it.
That's basically what I'm doing too. Same as you.
yeah, if proof to current get next is equal to tail, I return tail.
No, you don't return tail. You
You
do
said,
tail. You set tail as prep to current.
yeah, because you're at the end of the list.
Yeah. And that's just for the if statement. And then after that if statement, if it doesn't satisfy, well, regardless, you do prep to current arrow remove next. So that will remove the one like after prep to current, which is current. So
I'll try. Right now I'm like other one is bugging. Like but I got the idea, so I'll try after fixing some.
Yeah, I was kind of tuned out. Did we figure out what was wrong with remove it next? Or
I
just
think
went
we
through this.
tried to turn like he was looking at remove at cursor, which uses remove next, and then we're trying to fix that one.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I
The
just
And
there's
removable cursor isn't tested till later though,
yeah,
because the
so
node
I'm not
removal
really sure.
is tested
I said
first.
my logic in the chat and I reread the spec if this helps. So one, check if there's a next node, and then you're gonna store that next node in a local variable, and then you're gonna update the current cursor's next pointer. So this is like the next thing you're talking about. So it skips over, at least in my mind, that's 2 nodes down from current. And then you're gonna, I just read here, one of the tidbits was make sure you set the, when you delete the node, make sure you set its next pointer to null pointer so that it doesn't cause a cascading deletion once you're calling that destructor, I think. And then after that, you're going to want to delete that local variable. I don't know if that's required, but I did. And then just it says to return the this value as well. So hopefully that helps. I don't know if that makes it clear or not.
I think he was explaining what he was doing, and that pretty much lined up with what you explained, but I'm still not really sure. Because we can't actually see his code. He's just explaining it to us, and like maybe the way he's explaining it is different than what shows up on his code. But I'm not really sure.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'll try to.
Yeah, maybe it's an order thing too, because you want to make sure you're not deleting, or you want to make sure you're setting the next pointer properly before you're actually deleting that temp variable you created too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think the key thing is, yeah. So if current is your n, you're trying to delete n plus 1, but then you're taking the n plus 2, saving that somewhere so that after you do the deletion, you put that n plus 2 becomes n plus 1.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
just
and it works both ways to either save the n plus 2 to reset your next to that n plus 2 location after you delete n plus 1, or you can save the n plus 1, set it to the n plus 2, and then delete n plus 1. It works no matter which one you save or delete. Because I tried it both ways.
Mm. Okay. I'll try that and
And
thank you so
then if your destructor is setting next to null pointer, you don't actually need to do anything with setting like next to null pointer in your remove next, because your destructor is taking care of that.
Okay.
okay. Welcome, guys that just joined.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
So Jaehoon, are you set, or do you need us to go through more?
Oh no, I'll try to do that, and then maybe if it doesn't work, I'll maybe like post on Reddit. But I
Yeah.
think it'll be okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, we'll keep an eye out for your posts.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Sure. Okay. So who's next? Who wants to talk about where they're at? What about those 3 guys that just joined? What do you guys want to tell us where you're at?
Yeah, I'm working through 1 and 2 for the green. I'm almost caught up, and then I haven't started 3 yet for the cellular automata because I was catching up with previous stuff. Yeah, it's going fine. I just wanted to check in. I wasn't sure if he's coming to this meeting, so I actually have to go and then get back to work.
Okay.
Yeah, he
yeah.
only comes if you request, FYI. So
Yeah, I just wanted to check if anyone requested or anything. Do you guys try to participate on the forums every day? Because I look at the forums, but I don't really feel like I can contribute per se. Do you like post every day on the forums or?
Or at
I
least
think
try
if
to
you go to the
comment.
meeting, if you go to the meetings, you're gonna post like probably every single day. But if you don't make it to the meetings, I would at least
You
try to
mean the
comment.
meetings as in today or?
Yeah, because the meetings help your participation score,
Okay,
supposedly. So, um, I would say if you don't go to the meeting, I would probably want to comment every day at least. But that's just my opinion.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Okay,
you don't have to post, I think. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, you don't have to post. It's posting and comments.
yeah.
Yeah. Last quarter, I only basically just posted the reflections, and that was it. I just commented on everything else.
oh, okay. But you commented every day?
Or try to, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, at least check every day. Not everybody works on Mondays and Sundays, right? People have different schedules, and so more people work on weekends. So there's going to be more activity on weekends than there is on,
okay.
um, you know.
Yeah, because I remember him being like, you have to contribute something. So if you're commenting, are you solving their issues? Like, it's kind of, okay.
Or just any insight you feel like you can contribute from what
Okay.
you've learned.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go through and try again then. Because, yeah, I tend to be like, just like solve my own problems because I usually I have to do that. So I'm so used to that. So
Yeah.
it's very rare that I even like turn to a forum for anything. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's remember
100%.
it's a cooperative game. We're all trying to
Okay.
learn from each other.
Yeah. I mean, for
Yeah,
the
it's
most
hard.
part, I'm like catching up. That's why I'm not like so participation. Yeah.
No, yeah, just check in because we can
Yeah.
we can give you comments. We can give you pointers too. That'll
Yeah.
make the process a little faster.
Oh, I was gonna ask you guys, are you guys all using Visual Studio Code for your building and stuff? Like
Mhm.
compiling? Okay.
I'm personally
And
using JetBrains, Sea Lion, but
okay. And the testing, you just write simple tests that come with C++. I forgot. If you're not using any testing frameworks or anything, right? It's just asserts or the equivalent of that.
Most of my stuff is all print statements.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
Yeah, that's
sense.
mainly mine. I print everything.
Same here. Yeah.
So I haven't been able to set up the debugger on my local machine that well, but I'll upload to online GDB.
Oh, how do you upload online? You just send code to your browser or?
No, let me.
I
I think it's
actually
just
set
like
up
an online
Visual.
compiler.
Oh, okay. I just like finished setting up Visual Studio's command line compiler, so I can just call it from the shell and get everything.
Yeah, it's one way to do it is you had to set up your
That took
local
a little
environment.
while
Um,
because I hadn't done that before.
yeah, and it is kind of a pain. It is kind of a trial
ChatGPT was
to
pretty
set it
useful
up,
for that
but you
part.
can also go to online GDDB
Okay, let me check.
and they've set everything up.
Okay,
So I upload my code to there, and then I'll usually have a main program where when the main is really doing all my testing. And there you can run it, and you can also pause it, and you can use their online debugger tools.
oh, that's
Although
pretty
most of the
cool.
time,
Actually.
like print statements are more useful to me.
Makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like I went through the trouble of learning how to use a debugger, and I can see where there's some instances where it'd be handy, but
yeah, for
yeah.
sure. Yeah, I think if I was going to use the debugger, I'd just pull up Visual Studio Code because last quarter I was just running code from there and using print statements. I never had to use the debugger, but It's pretty
Yeah.
easy with VS Code anyway, and CLine I think is pretty easy too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've particularly found the debugger way more useful than print statements when I'm doing the recursive functions. Because then I
Yeah.
Because you
can
can actually
see,
step through it.
because I can
For
step
sure.
through it, but then see how the array is changing
Yeah, the
as it's getting
values, you can check
processed, because that
values.
is way too complicated to just print out in a print statement, or it's just really long.
Okay.
Or if I'm like 20 layers deep in recursion.
Okay, that's actually probably a better habit than us writing print statements and just.
Oh, I do that
Yeah,
too.
for sure.
I
I
should
just
probably
comment
learn
out
how
as
to use the
necessary.
debugger because I don't actually know how to use it.
Oh, let me see if I can pull up some tutorial. I think it's just YouTube, probably. Are you using VS Code?
Yeah. I've been doing okay with just using print statements or like running through my logic on paper or in my head to fix
Oh
everything.
God, just step through your code. It's so much easier. Yeah, you're doing it like the really hard way for sure.
Yeah. Well, why don't we put that on the agenda for next week? We'll do somebody
Okay.
will do live coding of how to use a debugger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone who's next for I guess updates and stuff.
I can go next. Yeah, I made it. I got off work a little early, so I was able to make it in the meeting. But yeah, this week I'm working on cellular automata, and I'm still figuring out how the program works in the entirety. I think I understand everything. I'm still trying to understand what was it? The rule. I Yeah, I have to look into that a bit more, but I commented earlier this week on how I can't remember who it was, but they explained the extreme bits on how it compares to different things and what is and is what can be displayed and not displayed in a finite or infinite string. But yeah, that's currently where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah, it's a time consuming quest for sure. Yeah. Okay. Are there any bugs or any questions about how things work?
I haven't gotten to the point of it running yet, just because I haven't gotten the rule working yet. But so far with all the other statements and functions that I have out, I haven't run into any errors yet.
Okay. All right, that's good. What about Angad? Are you there?
Yeah, sorry about that. My camera isn't turning on for some reason. Not really sure what's going on. But
Okay.
I'm a bit behind on the quests also. I dogged quest 1 and I only popped quest 2, but I've began quest 3 recently and uh yeah, I'm still working on that one. But that's where I am right now.
Mhm. Okay, yeah. The cache is time consuming on the Hanoi quest. For seems like it's pretty binary. Some people got the Hanoi quest really quickly, really easily, and for some people it was really hard. And of the people it was really hard, some people got it took a while to figure out the recursion, and for everybody else it took a while to get the caching right. So
Oh,
it just yeah, so don't worry about it. Like it'll come to you in the shower.
yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then for the case of cellular autonoma, do you have any questions about how that works or how's that going for you?
Is that quest 3?
Yes.
Yeah. So I like just began it and I did come into an error in my code, but I wasn't really sure exactly what to do from there. But I just started working on it today. That's probably why. But
Okay. Yeah, the CS modules are pretty good for describing cellular autonoma.
mhm.
There's a lot of good YouTube videos out there too, but something that integrates the description and the code, the CS modules are there.
Yeah. Is there like another way I could like go about trying to like figure out the error in my code? Because when I submit it on like the non-linear like the Quest website and I go to like the test output, it shows like something in meta messages and it's like kind of confusing on what it's like where the error actually is in the code.
Yeah, so on the cellular autonoma, that's one where you're gonna make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
You're pretty much gonna make all the mistakes in order. You're gonna do off by ones, you're gonna do all kinds of crazy stuff. So what it's a quest where you really need to make a lot of print statements. Like after every step, print something out.
Okay.
And so if you submit it to the nonlinear media, you're not going to see that. So you need to run it either locally or on online GDB, online GDB,
Okay.
and run it there and have it print out statements. So the nice thing is you can see out all kinds of information, and it's not going to trip up the tests. The tests only look at the output of the functions.
Okay.
So print.
Yeah, okay. I think
Yeah.
I'll do that
Do
then.
the COUTs come through when you submit? I didn't try that actually. I was removing my COUTs. Do they, when you submit and you get like feedback, does your COUT output also come through? Like,
It depends on the quest for stuff in like CS2A that this when he's trying to in quests where they're trying to teach you see out. If you see out extra stuff, it will ding you and you'll lose points. But
okay,
in most of our current quests, it ignores see out. The test ignores see out, so you can print all you want. You don't need to remove your see outs before you submit.
okay. That's a good thing to know. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't need to gate it with, if debug, then see out.
Oh,
You don't
okay,
need to do anything like that.
okay. One trick that I use, guys, with cout is I have like a snippet function that I write with cout, and it automatically puts the line number. So if you have a bunch of couts, you'll know at what parts of the code are getting hit. I guess you could also like name your, well, no, it's not interactive. Oh no, you can name your like variables that you're outputting too, but that's more tedious.
I usually do the lazy approach of putting asterisks or tildes in front, and I can just see which one it is.
Oh yeah, that's actually,
But
yeah, that works too. Anything, yeah.
But yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, just see out line number and then, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can set up like a snippet or something and it'll do it automatically. Definitely in VS Code and CLion, you can do that.
Okay. If you have that snippet, that'd be a good thing to share on Reddit.
I use Vim, so my setup's all Vim right now. I don't have VS Code, or I have it, but I don't have it set up there. Sorry.
You're an
Okay.
animal.
why you Vim?
Hmm?
Why Vim?
You're
Or I
built
use
different.
NeoVim. I love NeoVim, not Vim, but I use NeoVim because I'm so used to it.
Why did you ever get used to it? That's the question.
Oh, I started with PyCharm back in the day, but then for like tech art stuff, I had to like code in like AutoHotkey, PowerShell, Bash, JavaScript, Lua, and then C++. And I was like, I'm not going to buy 10 licenses and I don't want to mess with VS Code a lot. So I switched to Vim. I also used the Idea Vim plugin in PyCharm, so I got super used to it.
Okay.
Plus I had like RSI from like 3D art like work. So I'm not like a mouse person. Yeah.
For
I
all
mean, it's
this,
impressive. So
yeah,
hats off to
for
you.
all the CLion and JetBrain utilities, you can actually apply with your student email and get a free subscription for however many years and get the whole thing for free.
Oh, really? Your
Yeah,
Foothill?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
If
I
you're a
didn't even know
student,
I
you
had
can
a
get it in.
Foothill email. Okay, I'll check that out. That's awesome. Yeah, C line would be pretty useful.
You have to request the email, by the way. If you go
Oh
Oh,
yeah, if you
there
don't have it,
should be a
then yeah,
section.
going through
Okay.
my portal, request the email, and then you can
Oh,
use
that's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I get lots of free stuff that way. It's great. I get like Spotify half off and everything. It's great.
Oh, what?
Yeah, actually,
That's
that would
awesome.
be that'd be a great tip to post on Reddit too. You should write that up.
That's super awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing on participation in this class? Because I feel like it's kind of hard for me to score a 10 out of 10 on participation usually. Even though like I try to comment on the Reddit as much as I can.
Yeah, I'm kind of a little struggling with that.
Yeah.
I had the
Last
same.
week was
Yes.
the only time I actually had a good participation score.
Uh,
Well,
Yeah.
for me, I commented 5 days last week, and then I made a post, and I replied to comments. And I got a 9 out of 10. I forgot to do my weekly summary, so that probably would have got me a full 10. But yeah, I'd say like making, as he put it in the syllabus, like thoughtful comments that show depth of understanding. So not like short comments or something, but like expanding on the idea or whatnot, and then doing that 5-ish days a week, and then possibly making a post about something, whether it's something you learned or concept you understood or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, then yeah.
Can we post like links explaining that were useful in understanding the concept, but also maybe go a little more in depth? Or is that too like tangential or off topic?
No, that's great. It's a great idea.
Yeah, if it's related to
I think
the
as long as you
lessons, then
expand on it.
yeah.
If you just
Yeah.
send links, then he's just gonna be like,
And
well, thanks.
no, I wrote a pretty insightful, I thought was insightful anyway, post yesterday, but I wasn't sure if it was going to get flagged or not. That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, if it,
It's like the discrete math post that I made. You know, that's only tangentially related to the course,
Okay.
but it's good stuff. So I,
Yeah.
explained what it was, put down the links, and said if you're interested, you can go look here, right? So that's a case where it's,
Okay.
it's
Cellular
not,
automata. Yeah.
quest this meaning quest that. It's, it's just generally useful stuff.
Okay.
So like, applying for a Foothill email address and getting free stuff. It's also tangential but useful. So that would be a good post.
I have a quick question actually. I've noticed that you can make posts that have an image as like the main body. Is there a way to post images within comments? Or is that not a thing?
Let me check.
I don't think you can do that.
Because like during week 1, I was wanting to reply to a classmate using like a drawing that I used to like display what the assignment was saying, but in better detail to help explain it, but I couldn't do that.
Actually, I do see a link for that. Oh wait,
Because I
it
know you
might be
can link stuff,
using an
but
extension. So when you guys open up a comment, do you see a way of putting down an image? Because I do on my browser.
Yeah, if you press, well, I don't know if it's image. I press the T. I think, is there an image thing in there? The T that in the lower
yeah,
left-hand
yeah, I
corner.
personally don't see an image thing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. There is let me check to see which extension I'm using, which does that. Let's see, extensions. and then I'll post what extensions I'm using.
Are they browser extensions or?
Yeah, they're Chrome extensions.
Okay.
I gotta. Manage extensions. Because I just installed. Here we go. Reddit Enhancement Suite. So I do that because it lets me switch between different Reddit accounts on the desktop. On the online app, on your iOS app, it's easy to switch between different accounts, but it's hard to do that on the desktop. So this Reddit Enhancement Suite does allow you to do that. And I think the Reddit Enhancement Suite also allows you to post images. So let me figure out links to give you here. It's
Found it.
called that Reddit Enhancement Suite. You found it?
For Firefox, yeah.
Oh no, it should be free. I got it for free.
Yeah, it's on Firefox, it's free.
But if you're using, yeah, I'm using it in Chrome, and Chrome is free. So here we go. There we go.
I'm trying to check if the Markdown editor just lets you do that.
Yeah, I'm curious if there's a markdown thing for it, but I don't know what it would be.
There is a Markdown thing. Do you see the
It's-
switch to Markdown editor? But I'm checking if in Markdown if you can do it. I guess that's what you just said. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Nice, I just finished quest 4.
Yay.
Nice.
Is it hard?
Last part, debugging what I was doing wrong took a bit, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I think the key thing for the last one is just remember to use the functions that you've already written.
Yeah, I think I was like, because like there's a specific way to like navigate through the, what is it, the list he provided or array, and like I wasn't my way to like pinpoint which node I wanted, like the data for it, like it was just the logic was off, so I just had to fix that. So
Yeah.
okay, on to the 5th one.
So the 5th one, you'll finish that tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sixth one is it's a little bit more work, but yeah, it's pretty easy.
I'm gonna head out, guys, but good
Okay.
chatting this week. I'll see y'all next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably good
Later.
as well.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
Okay.
All right.
Guess we're all hopping
Bye,
off.
everyone.
Bye.
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 Okay. See you guys next week.
See you.
Yeah.